Hey up! FaceForRadio here. Decided to finish off Act 4 of Dr. Dekker. Nathan's done, Aaron is done, Jai's not done, Ellen's done, we're off to Claire. How are
There's
you
no
today?
lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well. He's caused a problem with the girl. I need to do something.
What's the problem
The
with
little
the
girl, our neighbor at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy.
Doctor!
Oh my
Sorry.
god, that's...
But I found some of the referral letters we were talking about. There is a pattern, but it's not the same for everyone. You said to get them to you ASAP, so here you go.
Why have you got to scare me like that? Oh, here we go. Refer letter number 1. First, your collective foundations, being charged with the murder of her husband by your diagnosis. Number 2. Leave accounts in given us. Oh, leave it. And refer letter number 3. Oh wow, freaky deaky. Alright. Back to the questions. What's David doing?
David has been hunting and skinning again. But from the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat.
Ugh.
I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
Did the cat come from?
Yes, sorry. I left out an important detail. The girl, Anushka.
Anushka!
She was crying because her cat had gone missing, and she thinks that David killed it. Doctor, I'm worried.
What are you worried about?
I'm worried that David's not going to stop at cats. He's killed deer, rabbits, wild birds, and now cats. I'm worried he might add little girls to his list.
You just made the list.
I can't stop him.
Yeah, why can't you?
I can't stop him. I can't control him in any way at all. Ever since I brought him back from the dead, he has done nothing but ignore me. I'm starting to think that I need to put David out of his misery. That I need to end his suffering. That I need to kill him again. What shall I do, Doctor? Should I kill David?
Yeah, go
I
on.
love him so much. But you're right. It's time. He's becoming a danger to people around him, not just himself.
That
I've
word.
never used sleeping pills. I'm too afraid of what would happen to me in my sleep.
Dekker An Alcoholic.
If Dr. Dekker was an alcoholic, he hid it well. I never saw him drink. He certainly never offered me a drink. God knows I could have used one.
Bryce.
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blames me for David's death, but as we both know, that's not a thing. Anyway, she said she was never locked up in any basement and had never heard of any Dr. Dekker. So it's, as I first suspected, a lie. You didn't make all of that up so I talked to Iris again, did you?
Nope.
Then Mr. Bryce seems to have a few more issues than me. Perhaps you should ask him about that.
Aye, Skip. Should
Oh
we have a
yes,
photo?
here.
Oh, I want to see.
From a few weeks ago.
Oh.
As you can see, Doctor, he looks perfectly normal.
Oh, we'll look at it later.
Dr. Dekker was very quiet in our sessions after seeing David. After a while, he started talking about David like he was a pet, asking me what I fed him, what he'd do in certain conditions.
Well, I was talking about David if he was a pet.
I think he was fascinated with it all, and David and I had become new test subjects for him. When I said David never listens to me, he urged me to start giving David treats for pleasing me. Not in that way, but showing him how to close a door, for example. If he did it, give him a treat. It did actually work, but I had to stop myself. I felt like I was training a monkey. It just wasn't right. Dr. Dekker asked me if I'd ever accidentally locked David in, which I hadn't, but curiosity got the better of me, so I locked him in the lake house. He couldn't get out. He didn't have the wherewithal to operate the lock. That's an interesting idea, Doctor. It's not really something that needs to be done, though. I have no intention of reanimating anybody anymore. It hasn't gone very well in the past.
Tell about your
My
referral.
solicitors did refer me, but I ended up going privately as it was cheaper. I'm paying them enough already without them getting a percentage of my therapy bill.
Alright, so open up the keyboard. Why weird and
I spoke to her again. She wouldn't tell me her name, which is quite right. I am a stranger after all. So I gave her the name Anushka. She said the man that lives in the lake house is weird and creepy.
Can't you train David not to kill Anushka? Can you train David not to kill Anushka?
David doesn't listen to me. I can't say something and he does it. And besides, how would I show him not to kill a little girl? Slap him on the nose? It's too late for David.
What do you need to do?
I don't know. I need to do something about David. It's just too much. How can I stop thinking about what I've done? Tell me, how should I distract myself, Doctor?
You couldn't distract yourself with dating?
I don't want anybody else. I reanimated my cheating husband so we could be together. Isn't that a big enough sign?
Why is it time? Why is it time to kill David?
You amuse me, Doctor. Here we are in our 4th session and you're telling me to commit murder? It took Dr. Dekker a lot longer than that.
Can't you distract yourself with a hobby?
I have a hobby. I come here every week and talk to you.
Alright, well, back to the evidence. That's a pretty old picture, though. Alright, back over the keyboard. You could distract yourself with a job?
A job? Yes. I'll find myself a nice little job packing bags in a grocery store, answering the telephone at a solicitor's. I'll put on the uniform and smile at the customers and talk about the weather, and everything will be wonderful and sunny and bright. Next.
And on that note, she's green.